of full body mobility challenge. I hope you're doing well and practicing regularly. Till now, we focused on the sequences for hip mobility, knee mobility, spine mobility, and shoulder mobility. And we also did the sequences for its strengthening. Now, for the rest of the days, we are going to focus on the overall mobility of the body. So let's begin with today's sequence. But before that, make sure you have a chair, 2 blocks and a belt. If you don't have them, then make sure you have a substitute of it. So let's begin with the sequence. So the first asana that we are going to do is Adho Mukh Virasana. For Adho Mukh Virasana, you will stand on your knees, bring your big toe together and sit on your heels. Make sure that the distance between your knees should be such it is able to accommodate your trunk. You will keep your hands in front of the knees and slide your hand in front. Now, make sure you do Adho Mukh Virasana for at least 30 seconds. Give your back a good stretch. So you will stretch your upper arm, your side trunk, your forearm. Give a good length to your spine. Now you will come back. Now let's do a twist for the spine. For that, I'm going to use a chair. You will sit on the chair. Make sure only the buttocks and some part of your thighs are on the seat of the chair. So I'll begin the twist on the right side. For that, I will keep my left hand on the thigh and twist to the right side. I'll hold the backrest of the chair and make sure that the muscles of my chest are moving from left to right. The muscles of the abdomen are moving from left to right. Keep my chest open and press the upper spine into the chest. Make sure that the chin and sternum is in one straight line. Let's hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. So it's good if you give a good stretch to your spine before you begin your yoga sequences. Now let's do it on the other side. Now again, I'll sit on the chair. Now I'm twisting to the left side. So I'll keep my right hand on my left thigh and twist to the left side and hold the backrest of the chair like this. Make sure that the muscles of your chest are moving from right to left. Abdomen muscles are moving from right to left. Chin and sternum in one straight line. Give a gentle twist to your spine. Hold it for at least 30 seconds. Now come back. Now the reason that we use chair, blocks and yoga belt a lot, we want to make this practice as inclusive as possible. We want all age group, all levels of practitioner to do this sequence. So that's why we are using the chair. Now, the next posture that we are going to do is Adho Mukh Svanasana. For Adho Mukh Svanasana, again, I'm going to use a chair. So we already know how to do Adho Mukh Svanasana. We will hold the chair, the seat of the chair. Now I'll take the legs back and I'll push my pelvis back. Now, look at your feet. Now focus on your legs. Pull the kneecap up and quads up. Open the back of the knee, the back of the thighs. Stretch your upper arm, stretch your side trunk. Hold, hold, and come back. So that was Adho Mukh Svanasana. So that will give an intense stretch to your back and to the back of your thighs and even your calf muscle. Now next, we are going to do Uttanasana. For that, I'll use 2 blocks. And I'll keep it in the front. Now, if this is overwhelming for you, you can use a chair as we did in the previous sequences. Now, to prepare for this asana, first separate your feet hip width apart. Then you will raise your arms up over your head, upper arm will roll out. Then you will bend forward, make sure that the dorsal spine into the chest and keep your hand on the block. Pull the kneecap up and quads up. Open the back of the knee. Stretch your hamstring. So make sure when you keep your hands on the block, you're not putting the weight of your body on the block. So you will press the block and then lift up. So you're not putting the pressure on the block. If you want, you can lift your toes up. The mound of the toes will press the ground. And keep the dorsal spine, the upper spine into the chest. Hold. 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 Now come back. Keep your right hand on your waist, then your left hand, and with a straight spine, you will come up. Those of you who are using a chair, then make sure as you come up, you're keeping your spine straight and don't keep it slouched. Now, next, we are going to do Trikonasana. We will use a chair for that. So let's keep the block on the sides. Now, for Trikonasana, separate your feet. Make sure your feet are parallel, which means that you are not turning your toes in or out. The outer edges of the toes and outer edges of your heel should come in one straight line. First, you will experience the arch in your lower back. For that, you will roll your buttock down. Then take your right foot out. Right heel should be in line with the left foot arch. Now, raise your right arm up and stretch sideways and reach out to the back rest of the chair like this. Push the dorsal spine into the chest. Keep your chest open. You can keep your left hand on your waist only and hold. Make sure on the right leg, the kneecap is pulled up and push the thigh bone into the hip socket. And release. Now let's repeat it on the left side. Separate your feet. Outer edges of the toes, outer edges of the heel should come in one straight line. Take your left foot out, left heel in line with the right foot arch. Now raise your left arm up. Now you will go sideways, stretch your side trunk, reach out to the backrest of the chair. Make sure that the right hip is back, left hip is in front. Keep your chest open. Make sure your shoulders are not dropping like this. Look in front. You can keep your right hand on your waist. On your left leg, pull the kneecap up and your quadricep lift up. Push the thigh bone into the hip socket. Make sure your legs are active and your knees should not be bending or dull. Back leg, little toe, press. Now release. So that was Trikonasana. Next, we are going to do Parshvanasana with the help of the chair. We have already practiced this asana. Now, for Parshvanasana, you will keep your right foot on the chair and make sure that the heel is in line with the left foot arch, and you will move your left foot away from the chair. Now keep your right hand on your inner knee. Now take your left hip back and don't let the knee to come in front. Now you will press your sitting bone down, hold the backrest of the chair and then extend your left arm over your ear. Parshvanasana. Make sure you're stretching your side trunk. Press the little toe of your back leg. If you want, you can increase the distance between the feet. Hold, 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 and release. So wherever you are required to bend your knees, it could be overwhelming for the beginners. So you can hold it for 20 seconds only, or whatever time that is comfortable to you. Don't overstretch or overdo any posture. Now keep your left foot on the chair, left hand on the left inner knee. You can adjust your back leg. Now press the sitting bone down, hold the backrest of the chair and extend your right arm over your ear. On your back leg, press the little toe. You can also adjust the back leg according to your flexibility and strength. Hold. Make sure you're stretching your entire side trunk. Entire side trunk. Hold. 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 Make sure your torso is parallel to the front wall. Now release. So that was Parshva Kon Asana. Now we are going to repeat Adho Mukh Svanasana again. So for Adho Mukh Svanasana, pull the kneecap up, quadricep up, take the pelvis back, upper arm, forearm, side trunk, stretch. Look at your feet. Now release. So that was Adho Mukh Svanasana. Next, we are going to do Parshva Asana. For that, again, we require a chair. Now for Parshva Asana, you will turn towards the chair. Take your left foot back. Make sure both the buttocks are in one line. Keep your hands on the seat of the chair. Now, on the front leg, pull the kneecap up and quadricep up. On your back leg, press the heel firmly on the ground and pull the kneecap up. Parshva Asana. Don't let your shoulders drop like this. Keep your elbows straight and your chest open. Hold. Hold. And release. Let's repeat it on the left side. So you will take your right foot back. Make sure both the knees are in extension. That means both the knees are straight. Keep your hands on the seat of the chair. Pull the kneecap up and quads up. Chest open. On the front leg, make sure you're pushing the thigh bone into the hip socket. Both the buttocks should be in one line. Hold. Hold. And release. Next, we are going to do Utkata Asana. For Utkata Asana, if you find it overwhelming to hold for a long time, then you can use a block. Otherwise, there is no block required. Now, you can keep your block between your thighs like this. Now, raise your arms up over your head, upper arm roll out, side trunk stretch. Now, you will start bending your knee. Make sure you're taking the tailbone away from your knee joint and hold. And press the block as much as possible. As much as possible. Hold. 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 And release. That was Utkatasana. Next, we will do Veerbhadrasana 1. For that, I'll turn towards the chair. I'll keep my right foot on the chair. Hold the backrest of the chair with my both hands. Take the leg back as per my flexibility. Now I'll press the right sitting bone down and then raise the arms up. Hold. Make sure that you are pressing the heel of the back leg firmly on the ground and the kneecap is pulled up. Release. Now let's repeat it on the left side. Left foot on the seat of the chair. Take the right foot back. Make sure all this while you have hands on the backrest of the chair and then raise your arms up. Stretch your side trunk, upper arm, forearm. Press the back heel firmly and then release. So that was Veerbhadrasana 1. Now next we will do Veerbhadrasana 2. For Veerbhadrasana 2, we'll keep the right foot on the chair, the toes will point towards the right wall. We will adjust the back leg. I'll keep my right hand on the right inner knee so that it doesn't come in. Now I'll press my right sitting bone down, raise my arms up, then turn my head and look at the right hand's middle finger. Veerbhadrasana 2 with the help of the chair. Hold. Now release. Now let's repeat it from the left side. Left foot on the chair, left hand on my left inner knee, adjust my back leg, press my left sitting bone down, raise my arms up in Vimanasana, then turn the head and look at the left hand's middle finger. And release. So that was Veerbhadrasana 2. Next, we are going to do Adho Mukh Svanasana. So we are going to repeat it. So let's use the chair again. So pull the kneecap up, quads up, upper arm, forearm stretch, side trunk stretch. Look at your feet. Now release. Next, Adho Mukh Veerasana. Adho Mukh Veerasana. So make sure you're stretching your side trunk so that when we do the next posture, it is going to help you. And the next posture is Paschim Uttanasana. For that, we need this yoga belt. First, you will sit in Dandasana. Make sure you're pressing your sacrum in front. Your sacrum is at the base of your spine. You will press the sacrum in front, dorsal spine into the chest, tip of the shoulders back. Tip of the shoulders back. Press your thighs, knees, calves firmly on the ground. Toes will point towards you, heel will move away from you. Now, you will tie the belt around your foot and make sure you're bending forward from the lower back and not from the upper back like this. So, slight forward bend and press the thighs, knees, calves firmly on the ground. Dorsal spine into the chest, that is your upper spine, push it into the chest. Hold, 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 hold and release. Next, Upavishta Konasana. For that, we will go from Dandasana to separating the feet. Press your sitting bone down, thighs, knees, calves, press firmly on the ground. Now raise your arms up over your head and bend forward. Hold the big toe. Press the thighs, knees, calves firmly on the ground. Make sure your toes are active and you're bending from your lower back. Come back. So that was Upavishta Konasana. Now let's do a back bend. Next asana that we are doing, it is Bhujanga Asana. For that, I'll lie down on my abdomen. Now, for Bhujanga Asana, first I'll make sure that I extend my arm in the front, then slide it back, keep it by the side of my rib cage. Forehead will be on the floor. The tip of the shoulders will move away from the ground. Press the ankle shin bone firmly on the ground, press the buttock and then lift up. With exhalation, come down. Inhale up. Exhale, come back. Inhale up. Exhale, come back. Now, I'll move to Adho Mukh Veer Asana. Now, next asana that we are going to do is Uttan Padasana. For that, I'll lie down on my back. Now, you will keep your hands underneath your buttock and then raise your legs up and toes will be pointing towards you and hold. Hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Now release. Now the last asana that we are going to practice, it's Setu Bandhasana. For Setu Bandhasana, you will draw your feet towards your hip. Take the tip of the shoulders back, shoulder blades will come together and then you will lift your buttock up and you will hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Now for some people, it is difficult to hold this posture. You can only hold for 10 seconds and then repeat this posture. So let's do it one more time. Tip of the shoulders back, shoulder blades together, lift the buttock up. And come back. So that was Setu Bandhasana. Now we are going to do Shavasana. For that, I'll keep my legs straight. My palm will face towards the ceiling. If you're like me who wears specs, then keep your specs by the side. Close your eyes and rest in Shavasana for 2 to 3 minutes. Now it's time to come back. And you will draw your feet towards your hip. Keep your right hand on your heart, left hand underneath your head. Turn to the left side. Keep your head on your left arm. Then press your right palm on the floor and then lift up. And then gently open your eyes. So that was day 10 of full body mobility challenge. I hope you practice along with me. I'll see you tomorrow for the next sequence. That's all from this lesson.